Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. So after the draft, a lot of things change. So a lot of lists have to be altered. A lot of opinions also have to be altered. So without further ado, we're going to talk about the top 5 coaches and players with the most approved going into this season. I'm going to say coaches and players because a lot of people got a lot on their plate in any organization. Some things are often controlled by the front office or the coaches or the sideline. And, the players are just at the will to bad coaches and then bad decision making sometimes. So at number 5, I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles training staff. They have been under fire lately, as they should be under fire lately. Training staffs, the things that training staffs do and get away with sometimes often isn't as magnified as the play on the field or the coaching. Like, for instance, the Redskins training staff. I believe both of their quarterbacks are having really tough times, man. And I wish those guys a speedy recovery. I'm talking about McCoy and I'm talking about Alex Smith. I heard those guys, I don't know if this is correct, but, my physical therapist was telling me that, because he worked with the Redskins before as an intern. He was telling me that he's heard that these guys had to be recut open. Gangrene was building up. They had to get surgery on the same procedures a few times since those broken legs that those guys acquired. And I heard in Colt McCoy's case, infection was setting in. It's just a bad thing. So training staffs and medical staffs have to be, held accountable as well. Often when these guys sign these contracts state that these guys can't even go out and get second opinions or get looked at. You have to see the team's eye doctor. You got to see the team's everything. The team got everything for you, and they don't want you going out to no outside source or it could void your contract. So at number 5 for the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm going to go with the training staff. They need to tighten up. They need to diagnose injuries when they occur. They need to put people on the proper plans. They need to make sure people are doing everything so they can bounce back and get the best out of themselves. Number 4. I gotta go with Mike Groh, man. No, I gotta go with Jim Schwartz at number 4. I'm sorry. Jim Schwartz, he didn't do a bad job, but he got a lot to prove to me. Jim Schwartz has to prove that he can, adjust, man. Jim Schwartz's biggest problem was not being able to adjust at the half. Coming out with the same predictable sticks defense. I don't want to see that at all this year. That defense got us burnt. It got us torched last season. People know how to beat that defense now. If you're going to play sticks, we're just going to throw underneath and race you to the first down marker, basically. I don't want to see that out of Jim Schwartz, man. We lost, I would say we lost 2 games just because of that defense alone last year. We damn sure lost against the Titans, and I can't think of the other game. Based upon those poor decisions right there, man, that sticks defense, that prevent defense when you're not in a prevent situation. Moving along, number 3, I got to go with Mike Groh. Mike Groh called terrible plays. I don't know who was calling the plays in the beginning, but Mike Groh was under fire for it. Mike Groh was the offensive coordinator. Mike Groh was calling bad plays, man. Mike Groh was just doing things that didn't make sense. There were times where we didn't run the ball. We were throwing the ball too much. We were putting ourselves in bad positions by not throwing on first down. I think that's something Mike Groh got to clean up, man. It's not about the home run play. Let's run the ball sometime. We were getting sacked too much on third downs. The ball was in Carson Wentz's hand too long on plays, period. So yeah, I'm gonna put Mike Groh right there at number 3. At number 2, man, this should come as no surprise, man. Sidney Jones. Sidney Jones got to stay healthy, man. I don't even think Sidney Jones got an interception yet. Sidney Jones got to stay healthy. A lot is riding on this for Sidney Jones. Sidney Jones could be trailing into bust territory. If Sidney Jones don't get it together right now, he could just be injury prone, bust Sidney Jones. Sidney Jones still got a lot of youth. He still got probably his best years ahead of him, but staying healthy and taking care of your body is key. You can't just want to do that when it's time to play. You got, right now, you got to be taking care of your body, especially if you was injury prone. Is my number 2 guy in Sidney Jones, and my number 1 guy who I'm about to name, Carson Wentz. Listen, like I said in my last video, man, the draft was all about Carson Wentz. They did everything to make Carson comfortable. They picked plays that They picked players that suit Carson's style. They made, I feel like they simplified the red zone offense by adding JJ Arcega, Whiteside Arcega. Arcega Whiteside, I'm sorry, and Jordan Howard. They just made it easy. Carson Wentz got to get the ball out of his hands on time. Carson Wentz got to make good reads, fast reads. Carson Wentz got to slide when he's supposed to slide. Carson Wentz got to do a lot of basic quarterback stuff at this point. We know you got the ability, but at the same time, if you're just going off of strictly ability and not putting your best foot forward and trying to keep yourself healthy, then I have no idea. I have no idea what the future is going to hold for you. We already picked up your 5th-year option, which I believe that your 5th-year option has only been being picked up because of the health concerns. It's not about ability. It's about availability. You know what I mean? That's why. So we're going to take a quick look at just how I think JJ Arcega Whiteside can be utilized. I'm going to do a quick film breakdown on one of his plays from college. And let me know what you guys think about the list, man. Who do you think are the top 5 Eagles players, personnel, or coaches that got to do the most stepping up this season, man? Those are my 5 guys, man. So I said the training staff. I said, who did I say after the training staff? I said, was it Mike Groh? No, it wasn't Mike Groh. I said the training staff. I said Jim Schwartz. I said Mike Groh and Sidney Jones and Carson Wentz. Those guys got to step up. They got to step up, man. I'm expecting a lot of those guys. Sidney Jones is high up on that list simply because we didn't let any cornerbacks go. A lot of people thought some cornerbacks were going to be trade bait. The level of competition has stepped up. And guys are proven to be available. They're proven to develop. Listen, Crevion LeBlanc developed in front of our eyes, man, just in a few games, man. Rasul Douglas has been a work in progress for a couple years. He's developed. People are developing, man. And you got to be able to do what you got to do to stay on the field, man. You're supposed to be first-round talent. We need you out there, man. Let's get to this JJ video. All right, so this is like pretty much a simple play, man. Sorry for the video, the angle of the video. It's kind of hard to depict kind of where's where and what's going on, but I'll give you guys a look. All right, so this is JJ. This is Arcega Whiteside right up there in the corner in the spotlight. And basically, everybody is just going to be running a fly route. Arcega Whiteside is going to take this guy up here. He's going to go up here. They're going to do what they can to bust his zone. It looks like these guys are playing a cover 3, but this guy's going to run a unique route that kind of gets JJ one-on-one. He's going to come up and come across right here to bring that safety down to pay attention to him. And then after that point, you know, it's just all that she wrote, man. JJ Whiteside Arcega, man, he shows in this video that he has more tools than a lot of people thought he had, man. He's going to show the ability to get deep, the ability to high point the ball, just a lot. So at that point, let's bring that back a little bit. Look at this. It looks like the defender it looks like the defender stumbled, but he's still able to get to the ball at its highest point. The ball seems to be like right there. He's able to get to the ball at its highest point. He's already up looking for the ball. This guy doesn't even know where the ball is. And then he shows speed after the catch to take it into the end zone. Very, very impressive, man. Very impressive. Now you gotta look at a few things there, man. You're gonna pair that up with Alshon Jeffrey, who's also a big body receiver, a Deshaun Jackson, who you also got to pay attention to. A 4-wide spread would be just dangerous, man. You know, Nelson Aguilar in the mix, one of your big body tight ends. It's so many things, man. I could just see Doug Peterson, and I could see the guys getting together. I could see the wheels spinning on how we gonna